everyone, hope y'all are doing well. Today I wanted to talk about logic games as well as logical reasoning. Here on my channel, I have natural hair videos, organic information, as well as makeup information and some law school information on this particular channel. And I just wanted to share, some tips and some strategies as far as logical reasoning is concerned, the logical reasoning on the LSAT and the logic games as well. I'm going to be looking down from time to time, guys, at my notes. And then also, guys, I talked about this before about the actual official LSAT prep test. Make sure, when you're practicing, preparing for the LSAT, you are using the actual official LSAT prep test books, and this is one of them. They look like this. And then on the back of the book, this is how it looks. Gives you explanations and that sort of thing. Even on this book, it says use the only official LSAT preparation. Practice on genuine LSAT questions from the test itself. And then it says target specific categories for intensive review. Learn proven test taking strategies for each question type. Get maximum exposure to the comparative reading questions. And on the back of it, it says discover the best advice about guessing on the test questions, proven test taking strategies, recommended approaches to analytical reasoning. And analytical reasoning is the logic games, logical reasoning and reading comprehension questions. What law schools look for on your writing sample? Okay, that's important, guys. Now, I know some of y'all think writing sample, they don't even score that, but you still want to do good on the writing sample because law school representatives actually read it. So you want to do well. You just don't want to write whatever for the your response to the that particular writing question when you're like debating on which side or which option you would take, because there'll be like a sample situation and then it'll give you two things, which side or option you would or route would you take. Like, for example, let's say something like, as far as like you're reading, right, and you're reading the question, it'll say something like, I'm just gonna give an example. It'll say something like, just say Jessica wants to go to law school next year, but she does not have enough money to go to law school next year. And then it'll present another thing. It'll say Jessica may go to law school in 3 years when she has the money, and if she waits 3 years, then her dream of becoming an attorney by the time she's 28 years old will not happen. Okay, which one would you pick? Would you recommend her going next year, even though she don't have the money, and to become an attorney at 28, or do you think she should wait 3 years to save up? So yeah, that's just an example. So yeah, guys, today I'm gonna talk about the logical reasoning strategies, and there's various logical reasoning questions on that particular logical reasoning section. There's two sections that you have to take on the test that are logical reasoning, which makes up a good portion of the questions on the test. So that's why I'm focusing on this. And then also, guys, stay tuned further into this video. I'm going to talk about logic games. So and then also, guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, subscribe. So for like updates and things like that. Alright. So yeah, guys, As far as logical reasoning, there's question types like flawed reasoning, there's weakening and strengthening questions, parallel reasoning. You have to compare one situation to another situation, which are parallel as far as the answer choice is concerned. The first strategy I would say, well, first tip, sort of, is it says if the question is a weakening question, make sure you pick out the answer that actually weakens the argument. You don't want to pick out an answer that strengthens the argument. And it also, guys, what they really get you on these the LSAT is a lot of times they say what answer most strengthens, or what answer most strongly, or most is like a key word. So you want, even though the like 3 out of 4 answer choices, or 3 out of 5 answer choices, well, 4 out of 5 answer choices sound good and right, you want to pick out the best one, the most one that doesn't, that applies to that particular question. So again, also like I said, as far as like flawed reasoning and that sort of thing, you want to pick out the answer that actually creates like criticism or flaw in that particular argument, because logical reasoning, it's those that particular section is filled with like arguments and, well, debates pretty much from typically 2 people or 2 sources. They state their opinion on certain things, and then another person will state their opinion or their response, their rebuttal to whatever Joe said, and then Sam will come in. They'll have like another small passage. So yeah, make sure you look for that. And then as far as logic games is concerned, strategy that you can do is, you want to make sure you take as many logic game tests as possible, and then also you want to create your own. Another good thing that helped me, you can create your own like logic game. And you're like, how do I do that? You can actually, when you're practicing or prepping for the test, the logic game setups that you see in the books, you can kind of like mimic that. Like I did one, for example, where I talked about college students taking a test and them tweeting about it. I said, and how the rules were set up. It said that Sam only tweeted about the test on Tuesday. Jessica tweeted about the test on Wednesday. Sam and Jessica and Richard will not tweet about the test on Friday. And then you can do some like variables where you say, like example, the tweet college test example. You can say, no one can tweet consecutive tweets about the test on Monday, or something like that. Just to give you an example, if y'all get what I'm saying. So yeah, so like I was saying, you can take at least, like, I have a book I showed y'all in the previous video, the logic game book that I have by the REA. So make sure you take as many prep for the logic game and take as many logic game questions as possible. Make sure you have your own way, your own technique of diagramming. That will help a lot, because you don't want to get stuck on test day trying to figure out another diagram technique for certain logic game questions. So yeah, whether the logic game is like a basic linear logic game, or if it's a more advanced linear logic game, you want to have your certain techniques down that, you know, really helps you and that's unique to you, that you feel will make that particular solving that particular logic game easier. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, as far as like the logic games, the techniques, you know, if you're doing like the vertical diagramming and you have like the boxes and the strike throughs or whatever, you know, how you do it, you know, you want to make sure you have your own technique down pat, because I know sometimes, like, even if you go by like certain books or certain courses and they have like, they say, okay, you have to diagram it like this, that way might not be the best way for you yourself to diagram, because everybody's different and everybody, you know, has their own way of making something easier for them. So find out which diagramming, the correct diagramming method is right for you. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to share with, as far as being ready for the LSAT, the logic games in particular, and the, creating logical reasoning strategies. Um, the, you know, the logic games don't have to be so tough and hard and challenging. You know, you can make them fun and things like that. I know there's like some advanced difficult ones, but if you come across a very, very difficult one, I say skip it and come back to it, because you don't want to get too swamped. Or if you're the type said, no, I want to get this done now because it's hard, you can do it that way, because everybody's different. If you want to like knock out your very hard questions first, you can. But if you're the type of person that say, no, I need to knock out these easy ones because it gives me motivation to go back and do those hard ones, you do that. All right, I'll list down below in the description box. Oh yeah, make sure y'all check out my website. I'm gonna leave it down in the description box. It's my first website is called Alicia Menzie, which is my channel name, aliciamenzie.com, and the second site is the LSATbeyond.com. So make sure y'all go check out those. And then also, guys, you can get one of these books, these little note little things from like Walmart, and you can write down like your logic game techniques and diagramming in one of these. I like how the size is thin. It has 40 sheets, consists of 80 pages. Y'all can see that. And yeah, just write down your notes and things like that. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to share with you. So you can get, like I say, you can get this and like customize it to write down your strategies or what works best for you for the logical reasoning and logic games and your diagramming techniques and these. And like I said, they consist of 40 sheets. This is a small one. This is 5 by 6 by 9, 7. And I like the size of it. You can like stick it in your bag. It's not bulky or anything like that. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all have a great day, a great week, and I will talk to y'all later. And make sure y'all check out my my website. It's lsatbeyond.com. That particular website has more information about the LSAT, different tips and things like that on it. And so yeah, make sure you check it out. And I hope y'all have a great day. And check out my Alicia Menzie website too, which is the name of my channel name as well. So alright, have a great day, guys. Bye. Yeah, and like I said, you can just write. And this, I like how the spacing is on this as well. But yeah, just showing y'all this right quick. Oh, and check out my other LSAT videos here on this channel too. There's one where I show my diagramming technique for the logic games too. So yeah. All right. Have a good one. Have a great week, guys. Bye.